SLR's F2 debut at Qatar is about to get underway. We have got 5 lights on ahead of the drivers now. And we are underway here in Qatar. Echo got a decent start, but it looks like Para got the best start from third. He's already ahead of Baggy Fan as we head down into turn 1. They got, I think that's Baggy off at turn 1. How on earth he's kept it together, I don't know. And that's Owen trying to go around the outside of Evo, who's holding on to third place as it stands. And he's going to hold on to that place a little while longer as he's sent it down the inside. About to go for the lead, my Evo. He's like side by side with Echo now. The Charouz driver sticking with the Prema, pushed him around the first sector as it stands. Is he going to go down the inside? Para's going to have a look down the inside. Evo is going to have a look down the inside, and he pushes that Charouz into the lead of the race. Para now sneaks through on the inside as well. That drops Echo to third. Toby's already up to fifth by the end of the first sector. Nothing new there, as Echo's under so much attack now from Owen now, who's there with Para Quicks. They're going to go side by side, heading into the double right-hander. Who's going to get ahead? Para in the high-tech, Owen in the Campos. It is the high-tech of Para who gets his way through into third, and that's Toby. It's the two Campos going side by side now. Toby forces his way through up into fourth place. Southern now thinking about going around the outside of Owen. Owen's had a mare of a start here. He might be dropping down to sixth. Southerner with the slipstream as they go into another quick section of the track. But Owen is going to stay ahead. It would have been a bold, ambitious move for Southerner there to make the move on Owen, but knows better, has the experience of course. The wise man does back out. But Toby all over the back of Para now. Through the penultimate corner we go, and heading towards the 16th and final corner of this Qatar circuit. The end of lap 1 is going to go to SLR He leads the sprint race here at Qatar with an excellent move it was on Echo on the opening lap. Griffiths is all over the back of Para Quicks now on the main straight. He's going to go to the outside line. Can he make the move? They're closing in on Echo as well. They're going to be 3 wide heading into turn 1. Para might have got the move done. He is up into second. Echo's lost 2 places in one corner because Griffiths just slid through into third. Southern and Owen are going to go side by side now, but it looks like Griffiths has made his way up into second place. He has. He's passed Para Quicks and into second place now. Evo is cleared off out in front. 1.3 seconds is the gap. They've got a car going wide there. I think that was Para. As Owen sticking on the back of Southern now. Maybe thinking about going for a little switchback I saw there, but can't quite get the run on the Dams driver. And through the first sector split, I mean, that's a little look, but isn't going to go for the move just yet. Para's gone very deep, and that's allowed Echo to maybe slide his way back through into the podium places. But no, Para has got the place sorted for now, but he's under immense pressure from the Prema driver behind. And it's had a huge snap out the exit. That's going to allow Southern and Owen to now catch up. We've got a battle going down for 11th at the moment. 3-car battle between UK Beast Assassin, Squashy Cheese in the Van Amersfoort, and F1 AB QWERTY. And at the moment, Squashy Cheese getting out of that battle. In front, of course, only the top 8 score points in this sprint race. Limited points given out in the sprint race, with it being shorter distance. Griffiths has pulled 1.5 seconds clear of Para, who's been tapped by Echo. And that's going to lose him even more time now. And the Prema driver wants to get his way back into the podium places after having a horrible first 2 laps. Started in P1, has just dropped down at the start. Owen and Southern are going to go side by side again as they go through the last corner now. Cooper Benz is waiting. The sidelines had contact with Baggy Fan. And that's a 3-car crash now. It's turned into an almighty crash out the final corner. What on earth has gone on here? And we've got wing damage everywhere. QWERTY's got involved. Darnell's got involved. We've got many cars involved here. Ghosting for some reason didn't kick in. As Dodgy's made his way through. Southerner is through on Echo. So he must have an almighty run heading into turn 1. And that is SLR Southerner up into 4th place now. And closing in on Para Quicks. A mega opening few laps for Southerner. Started in 8th. Is up into 4th. Of course, Toby's made 8 places. That is just no surprise whatsoever to absolutely anyone. Even if you're watching for the first time. But Southerner on the verges of the podium as Alan picks up the first penalty evening. I did expect to see that very early on, not from Alan specifically, but track limits around here is horrible, to say the least. And the first penalty evening is already dished out. And the battle for the lead is on then, between Griffiths and SLR Evo, going through the very slow left-hander there. Crawling through the corners, it looked very hard on traction as well. Griffiths looks for the old switcheroo, looks to the inside of the next corner, can't get the move done just yet. He knows he's got the pace in that Campos ahead of, to get ahead of the Charouz driver. Evo is doing all his might here to hold on to that race lead, but Toby wants to get the move done. He wants to win the sprint race as well as the feature, more than likely. But going around the final corner again is to start lap 4 out of 12 of this race. Third of the way into the race already, which is mad to say, as Toby pulls to the right hand side of SLRF2 with DRS and will take the lead of the sprint race here in Qatar. We've got a few cars into the pit lane with damage we saw on the previous lap. Southerner and Para are going to go side by side. That's SLR Southerner now in to the podium places. Wants to add to that podium tally he's had this season. Can he hold off Para Quicks behind in the high-tech? Was SLR Southerner's car last season. Has swapped it out for the Dams, and that Dams is providing him some mega drives this season and might provide him second place in the championship, because at the moment he's extended the gap against me, because obviously I'm not here this evening, but he's done a mega job this season and very much deserves it if he can hold on. This podium and sprint race will definitely help towards that as well. But he is clearing off now, and 4/10 is the gap. Another 1.4 back to Owen, who's holding his place in P5. Echo is down to P6 though, respectively. I'm sure he's always happy with points if he can get it in the races. There's a lot of potential, but gets involved in a few incidents sometimes, which doesn't help him. But again, we know the pace is there for Echo. Two Van Amersfoort drivers, and Marsh and Squashy Cheese, they're close up to SLR Allen, who we saw get that penalty with track limits not too long ago, and that is for P7. They'll get there anyway, but I'm sure they'd like to get it on track as well. Para is sticking within DRS range of Southerner, but I don't think he's going to be close to down the main straight. Echo, however, might be close enough on the main straight. He's got DRS and Owen, who's had gone very wide into the last corner, but that's going to give him a good run at the last corner. He's just got a time penalty as well at the last corner, because he's gone very, very wide, and that is going to drop him further down. Now it's only going to lose him out to Echo at the moment, because Alan is a bit further behind. So he's too far back at the moment, thinking about going for a move. But Dodgy isn't though on Squashy Cheese, hanging into turn 1. The Virtuosi and the Van Amersfoort Racing driver going too wide through turn 1. Oh, and it's a huge snap for Squashy Cheese, and that's going to allow Dodgy to hold on to that 9th place, just outside the points at the moment. But points finish is definitely on after penalties. But just keeping it within track limits is going to be the key thing in this race. Guerrero's gone on to the medium tyre. Of course, we saw him with that damage earlier on, so he's kind of out of it really, unless there's a safety car. Same with Darnell as well, as Baggy now picks up a penalty. You can see the black and white flags coming in very quickly, as Cooper Benz is going in very quickly as well. Down the inside of UK Beast Assassin, that was elbows out there for Cooper Benz after a tough opening few laps getting involved in that contact. It's dropped him out. That's like Darnell's gone round at the final corner now. That is his race gone from bad to worse. But Benz, though, closing in on the top 10 now. He's going to be hoping he can get into the points by the end of the race. We're nearly at the halfway point now. Baggy makes his way past Kuski Saturn, who's had a little mighty moment out of the corner there. Just caught the end of that. There's Dodgy now, closing in on SLR Mash, who's gone wide again. Through turn, what was it, turn 10, turn 11, I can't bloody remember. Cheese is also, nobody stay within track limits here at the moment. There's, neither's UK Beast Assassin, because that's another penalty given out, and I don't think that's going to be the last we're going to see this evening. Someone else is struggling on tracks. I think watching it from the sidelines and driving it's two completely different things with how easy it looks, but I can promise you it's not that easy. There's Squashy Cheese getting right up close to Dodgy there into turn 1. That could have ended in tears. But this is a great battle for the final points place. Final points place, sorry. Allen in P7, holding off Marsh in P8. Dodgy just behind in 9th. Squashy Cheese in 10th. Cooper Benz is just about holding on. Same with UK Beast Assassin as well. We've got a 5-6 car battle here for the final points places. Squashy Cheese having a look on Dodgy there around the outside. He's going to send it to the inside. Yes, he is the VAR driver on the Virtuosi. Can he make the move work, though? Dodgy's going to have the better exit. Oh, they're banging wheels on the straight there. Neither of them wanting to give the place up. Squashy Cheese with the outside line on SLR Dodgy. But Dodgy has squeezed his way back through on the inside line. He's going to get the better run as well. Squishy Cheese goes very wide there. That might allow Cooper Benz to slide his way through into 10th place now. Can he make it work though? Squishy Cheese is going to try and hold it on the inside. He breaks very, very late. Surely there's going to be contact there. No, there isn't. The Beast also having a look as well. Penalties going on the screen galore now. But it is Cooper Benz who slides into 10th place. So Mash is now dropping back from Alan now. But he might be more under threat. He might have to look in his mirrors. Does SLR Mash, because he's got SLR Dodgy in his mirrors now. And someone who's very experienced with that. You do not want SLR Dodgy in your mirrors with DRS. Because he will make the move if you give him half a chance. Dodgy is sticking right behind Marsh now. This is going to be for 7th place after penalties if they can all keep it within track limits. Which Alan cannot. That's the 2nd penalty of the evening for SLR Alan. That's going to drop him out well outside the points now. QWERTY with a penalty as well. He's down near the back though. But he's still all over the back of the VAR as Dodgy. And that's a car round. Speaking of Van Amersfoort, that's Squishy Cheese who's gone round in the 2nd of the VAR cars and has reset to track. Well. You can't do that. He's going to be in a bit of trouble after that one, especially since I've caught it on stream as well. Yeah, I'll gloss over that to laughter. Marsh, however, I think he'd feel a lot better off if he can get ahead of Alan on track, because he's got Alan's teammate behind him with SLR Dodgy, as we said, and 2 Virtuosis against 1 Van Amersfoort. Marsh has been quite the driver this season, to be fair, especially at the start of the season. He had a mega start. Had a great result at Jeddah, had a podium at Jeddah. He was one of the drivers of the season up to that point. It's kind of dropped off a little bit now. It's kind of a bit kind of like Fernando Alonso and Aston Martin in real life. They had an amazing start to the season. It's just kind of gone back down to reality, you could say, with all due respect. But Marsh still showing the pace he's got. He's hoping to pick up a few points in the Evo battle, because at the moment he's going to outscore Cooper Benz. And he's going to go around the outside of SLR Alan. Turn 1 here is Marsh, but breaks early. Maybe looks good for the switchback. There's been slight contact bumper to bumper. And that's going to allow Alan to hold on to that 7th place. But he's still pushing. And Marsh is getting pushed by Dodgy as well through the first sector. As QWERTY picks up a penalty for track limits. Dodgy's going to think about the inside line. No, he does think better and backs out. Does SLR Dodgy. Dodgy having a look again. He really is eager to get past here, but both Virtuosi cars with penalties, that's going to drop them further and further down. That's going to promote Cooper Benz up to 8th place after penalties. Gosh, holding into the 8th place at the moment, and just can't get close enough to Alan to think about going for the move. As Marsh now picks up a 3-second time penalty himself, as Darnell picks up another one. Is anyone going to finish with that penalty this evening, or because it is looking really bad out there? I knew I said they were going to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. So I think I picked up like 30 seconds in pre-season, so. As Dodgy having a look down the inside of the final corner. There's been contact between him and Marsh. Marsh is going to have the outside line. Dodgy, as Marsh goes off the track. I'm going to keep on board with Cooper Benz on this, because he might be able to get both of them heading down into turn 1. He's going to get a double slipstream. He's going to get the DRS advantages that both of them have got. Can he think about going for the move on both? Dodgy might think about going for the move on Marsh. Goes around the outside. Dodgy, he's going to be under threat though from Benz, and there's been contact. And that's Cooper Benz round, and that could be big for the Evo Championship, because that's going to lose in crucial points to Marsh. Because I think he's going to drop outside that 3-second window. Dodgy and Marsh going to go side by side now, going through turn 4 and turn 5. Who's going to get the move done? For 8th place, Dodgy has got it done. He has finally passed the Van Amersfoort of Marsh, and he's up into 8th place with a mega battle that was. QWERTY picks up another penalty now. His battle with Husky Saturn, who's gone into the pit lane to potentially go for fastest lap. Southern though, however, is closing an SR Evo and is within that penalty range as well, so that's going to promote him up to 2nd place and keep him in the championship fight, which I think if you ask him now, he would not have expected to be saying that at the start of the season, but he would be absolutely delighted with P2 with Wood SLR Southerner. He's going to be hoping to hang on to that. Of course, to add to the podium tallies, this beast is closing up to SLR Mash now, who we've seen just lose that place from Dodgy on earlier on in this lap. Beast was involved in that contact earlier as well, so lost him time. He's got DRS, he's got slipstream, he's going to pull to the right hand side of the VAR, the car he was in last season, of course. And the ART Grand Prix is going to have the inside line into turn 1. It looks like UK Beast Assassin has got the move done on Marsh. He's up into 9th place now. He's going to be hoping he can close in on the points. Let's get the penalties up quickly. Querty picks up he's on 20 seconds now. Yep, that takes it back. Baggy's closing on the squashy cheese, of course. Won't get that position with penalties, but Baggy with the penalty. But I'm sure they're going to give us a lovely battle on track, and 2 drivers giving us a battle is Dodgy and Allen. The 2 virtuosos have swapped them around at the hairpin. Dodgy has allowed Allen through. I think that's good teamwork from the virtuosi team. Allen with the most penalties. And knows Dodgy looks to be the quicker driver of the 2 at the moment. Southern now within DRS range of SLR Evo. So maybe going on to lap 11 of the race. Huge snap from Southern there. Got the counter steer in and has saved his downswing going round. He knows he's going to get it on penalties either way, but getting it on track definitely feels a lot better. As Echo picks up a time penalty for track limits. We've only had 4 drivers not have a penalty for track limits. Darnell now sets the fastest lap of the race, of course, goes to the driver inside the top 10 with the fastest lap, and that's going to go to straight to Toby with a 39.5 as it stands. Unless anyone in the top 10 can beat that. Southern has now lost DRS to SLR Evo in 2nd place. Darnell picks up another penalty for track limits. I don't think it's who can win the race, it's who can win the track limit penalty race, to be fair. But running on board with UK Beast Assassin now, closing up to SLR Allen, whose tyres appear to be dropping off. You can see snaps of oversteer out the hairpin there. That's going to allow the ART Grand Prix car to close up to the Virtuosi. 10.5 away. Beast wants it. He's going to get it on penalties either way, but might lose out to Cooper Benz as Beast now picks up a penalty, a 2nd penalty himself for that snap and going off the road. He will feel hard done by with that, and rightly so, but off track is off track. It's Darnell versus Quirty from penalty racing. No, never mind. Joe's only got 9. Gonna run on board with SLR Southerner now. Hoping to get that 2nd place on track with DRS. He's going to close up to SLR Evo's now start the final lap of this sprint race at Qatar. Not been one of the most, not been an F2 race that will go down the history books to remember, but it's going to be the first race of SLRF2's visit to Qatar. That will definitely be in the books. Beast is making the move on Allen though, into turn 1. Can he make the move? Done the slight contact between the 2. Allen's, I tell you what, he slid his way back through. Beast with the inside line will have the better line. Allen, is he going to get the better exit? No, you see how much understeer is in that Virtuoso, and that's going to allow Beast to get the move done and into the points paying positions now onto the last lap of the race. Griffiths, however, though, since taking the lead, as once again, never needs to look back because no one's got close to him, to be fair, and it is going to be over 6 seconds is the gap. He's nearly lapping people, to be fair. He's not far off Joe, who's had a tough race, to be fair. I was involved in that contact earlier on. and saw his chances of points fade away. That's P2 on track, however. It's still on. 8.5 tenths between Evo and Southerner. We're going to have one more DRS zone remaining on the main straight for Matt to try and take that place on track. He's going to get it on penalties anyway, so he's got nothing to worry about. But Griffiths is going to round the 16th and final corner of this Qatar circuit, and he will, as Joe pulls out of the way, to be fair, he probably can't be asked to do the final lap, and I can't blame him. Griffiths will win the sprint race and the first ever SLRF2 race here at Qatar, and will take the 10 points. 11 points for fastest lap, as Evo will cross the line second, but SLR Southerner will take that second place on penalties. The top two in the championship finish top two in the sprint race. Evo will take the last podium place. Para will take P4 on his return. Owen Howe with a great drive will hold on to P5. SLR Echo will finish 6th after being on reverse grid pole. He will be happy with those points. Dodgy will finish 7th. UK Beast Assassin, as I said, will hold off Cooper Benz to take the final point, who gets 9th. Squashy Cheese rounds out the top 10. SLR Allen 11th. Baggy Fan 12th. Marsh in 13th. Husky Saturn will eventually cross the line in 14th, and very far behind as well. A tough race up on AB QWERTY will finish in P15, as Marsh just confirmed he had front wing damage as well, so that's obviously not going to help his race at all. And hopefully he can get himself a better feature race. We're just waiting for the last two now. Excuse me, to cross the line. Husky Saturn across the line in 14th. QWERTY will round it out, as Joe could be asked to do the last lap, and I'd do the same as well. So yeah, that is the sprint race done there. We are going to get a lobby restart, of course, with a stupid tyre allocation glitch. So we'll take 5 to 10 minutes. So if you've got any questions, whack them in the chat. We can have chats about on those sheds, power tools, drills, fucking 10mm drill bits, 8mm drill bits, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, let's go through the classification then for SLRF2's first ever race at the Lusail International Circuit here in Qatar. It's BRT Griffiths who takes all the 11 points from this sprint race with a victory on the fastest lap. SLR Southerner will finish second place. Great drive from him from 8th on the grid. SLR Evo will round out the podium. Paraquicks in 4th. Owen in 5th. Echo P6, Dodgy in 7th, UK Beast Assassin will round out the points, gets the last point. Cooper Benz in 9th, Squashy Cheese in 10th, Allen in 11th, Baggy Fan 12th, SLR Marsh 13th, Husky Saturn 14th, F1AB QWERTY 15th, and SLR Darnell finishing a lap down. And he's going to be hoping for a better feature race. As I will get myself into the new lobby. What's this up? See, everyone's leaving. You know what? Let's do something I ain't done in a long time while we wait. Hot lap. Of course, going to put it on midnight because whoever on earth does this track on day should be shot. I don't know what assists to turn on in this count. Oh, geez, we've got braking assist on. Yeah, get it off, because I'm a fraud. I don't know what else it is, but just leave it. Alright, set up. We're just going to grab... Who are we going to grab? We're just going to grab Toby's, because why not? So then, here we go. Oh, this camera angle is abysmal, but... Here we go then. Let's see if I can do it as good as the ones racing tonight. Here we go then. So main straight. DRS. Start the 3.3 miles of this Sale International Circuit. Heading down into turn 1. Hard braking zone. Don't know what gear it is. Third, I'm going to guess. Good guess. Huge snap of oversteer, but we're doing it on the pad as well. There we go. Slide our way through. 6th gear into the double right-hander, down to 4th, I'm going to guess. And yeah, that's the trend I've seen this evening. Don't keep within track limits. Go down into 2nd. Short shift 3rd. Use more of the track on exit. Down to 4th. No 3rd. Snap. Use all the curb and exit. Let go way too quick into the corner. Down to 3rd again to the left, the hairpin or whatever it is. Snap on exit again. Down to 5th. Getting invites because they probably want me to hurry up, but we're having fun. Yeah, don't keep within track limits. Penultimate corner. Again, not within track limits, but who cares? All that matters is I'm going to beat the default Ghost. So, 3rd gear through the last corner. Have a huge snap of oversteer. Nearly hit the wall. And then DRS all the way to the line. So we're going to look at 141, I'm going to guess. 141.5. 141.2. Boom. You won't see a better lap of Qatar. As I've got a lobby invite now. So we're going to get in. Dodgy's put glad you're not racing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Neither. I'm really glad I'm not racing as well, to be fair, because I'm enjoying sitting on the sofa, doing some comms. So I'm in now. Let's get into spectating. 16 laps we've got ahead of us for the feature race. Silver's put unlucky. Yeah. I'd say I'm not the greatest at this on pad, but I'm also not great at it's about 2 on wheels, so. That's it frauded this season, to be fair. Shitting in your pants, yeah, literally. Oh, I tell you what, we got mail. What mail we got? Let's have a look. I'm never on this account. I literally got the details of it about a few hours ago from Moley. So big up Moley for giving me that. We've got the Children in Need livery. Oh, that's another thing. Dodgy, make sure to tune in to BBC iPlayer. I think it's at 8 p.m. No, 7 p.m. tomorrow. To watch our very own SLR Dodgy racing in the Children in Need race on the F123 game. Big congratulations to him. Hopefully you actually smash it, and not in a barrier as well. Hopefully you can pick up the dub. There we go. BBC and BBC iPlayer. Make sure to tune in. BBC 3, exactly. There you go. On it like a car bonnet is SLR Dodgy. All the best for tomorrow. Program is 7 till 9. Well, I'll make sure to whack it on while I'm on Div 2 as well then. As Evo's popped in the chat, he's happy with the podium. I told you he'd be happy with the podium. It's good to see the drivers hopping in, seeing the They are fairly happy with their results. We're happy with their results as well. We love seeing people happy. It's not just F1. What else is it, Dodgy? What else you got in store for us? Or is it can you not tell us? Dodgy, that's 5 minutes more than us, mate. So you're on teller. Ah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. But you're doing the one thing you're good at, virtual racing. So yeah, I'm not. I haven't got a clue what that is either, mate. Hopefully, it should be starting in a few minutes' time. Just getting the grid all ready for the race. Just defence as well. I mean, to be fair, your defence in Monaco was absolutely mint, to be fair. I remember watching that thinking, I don't know how the fuck he's just done that, but it's Monaco, so. And then we won on the same weekend, so. That was bloody emotional, that. Me and you. Yeah! Monaco dub, exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah, we're getting underway in a few seconds then. Probably have a few minute break while we start up. And we'll go through the grid again. To remind you, we weren't here in qualifying. So Toby needs to outscore. Toby needs to outscore Matt by about 25 points, I think. Or 21, because he got pole as well, didn't he? Outscored him by 3 in the sprint. That's 25. So he needs to outscore him by 23 to win the title in this race, which is going to be a motherfucking ask. When Matt is starting third as well. So Toby needs to win. Toby needs to win the race, which, let's be real, it's going to fucking happen. And Matt needs to finish 8th or above to take it to the next round. So, yeah. I'm going to go have a quick drink before we get it started. So then, this is the race with actually some strategy in it. Well, I say strategy. We get a pit stop. That's about how much strategy you get in it. We'll have a quick ganderino. What times people are starting, and nothing new here. Everyone's going the alternate strategy. Hard, medium it is. You get the add-on, and then you get the add-off. It was a bit more dodgy than what I thought it was going to sound, but you know, no, never mind. So yeah, it is Griffiths on pole position. Then a 6th pole, I think, of the season, with yours truly taking the other 2. Darnell will round out the front row. SLR Darnell, that is. Multiple constructors champion in F2. Unfortunately, hasn't got the driver's title he's been looking for the season. So sorry to bring that up, Joe. Let's not worry about it. Yeah, here's SLR Darnell running out the front row then. So our Southerner in P3. Oh, I need to turn that off because it's really bugging me actually. I've just turned. Mum and mare. Yep, sorry about that. Still not fixed it, but oh well. Yep, Toby on pole, Joe alongside, the other Darnell brother in P3. Dodgy in P4, Cooper Benz in 5th, Evo in 6th, Owen in 7th, Harold Quicks in 8th, Bangy Fan in P9, must be Saturn. Rounds out the top 10 because Echo has not returned for race 2, don't know why. SLR Allen in 11th, F1AB QWERTY in 12th. He's going to be looking for a better feature race after a very tough sprint race. Obviously Cheese in 13th, UKB Assassin is going to be hoping to make his way through the field in 14th and maybe catch up to the back of this queue. And SLR Marsh is going to be starting from 15th and last. Hoping to not get any damage in this one. The final time of the evening then, this formation lap is about to finish. Toby's going to be first on the grid. He's going to be waiting a while. 2 Darnell brothers are going to be next. Did anyone actually go the mediums? Nope, everyone's on the ads. Zevo, you fucked up. How are you fucked up? And there we go, they're all in place then. Here we go then, the first ever feature race of SLRF2's time here in Qatar is about to get underway then. All 5 lights are on. And we are underway for the final race of the evening. Great start for Toby. He's going to hold on to the lead then with that mega start. Joe's going to be very close behind it, as is Southerner as well. He's thinking about the outside on his brother. But there's a Charoux sent it to the inside of SLR Evo. Slight contact between him and SLR Dodgy. I don't know how on earth the car's not ended up round there. Dodgy's going to hold on to 4th. Parrot is going side by side. Cooper Benso is going to go side by side with Owen, who's going to slice his way into 6th place. Evo's had a mega start up into 4th now, gaining 2 positions. So is F1AB QWERTY, 3 positions gained for him. Oh, and who's that? Oh, Parra, no! Parra bends around. That's going to be fucking really critical for the Evo Championship now. Our championship leader, Cooper Benz, without a front wing, virtual safety car is now out. Parra, very robust move that was. And it's ended up with both cars in the wall. Both of them will continue on, but neither of them are going to be happy. Of course, they're going to pit out, and then mandatory pit stop will not count. But for SLR Marsh, this is going to be an opportunity he's going to try and take with both hands to gets Marsh second in the Evo Championship anyway, to close up. It is, I'm not being a moron. To try and close up to Cooper Benz. The Evo fight. And we're going to go back green very, very shortly when the virtual safety car ends. And SLR Evo is very eager to get underway as well. Him and Southern are battling out for the final podium place. It was, for the final 2 podium places in the last race. He's going to be battling Southern again for the final podium place in the feature race as well. As we are going to finish lap 1 very, very slowly, as we're still behind the BSC. He's going to go green very soon. Benz is into the pit lane, of course, for a new front wing. As Power's got a drive through for speeding with the VSC. As we go back to green now, Evo has nailed the restart. I might think about going for a move on Southerner into turn 1. Brakes late, but Southerner brakes later. Evo's going to have the inside line and might be able to get that Charouz past the dams here as we go through turn 2 now. Evo with the outside line, slight wheel banging between the two. Can the Charouz make his way through? They're both off the road, they're both in the gravel. Evo's going to be very upset with that, as now he's going to lose all the places he's gained at the start and then some. And down to 7th place. And he's had contact with QWERTY. I don't know how QWERTY hasn't ended up round there. He's going to make his way back through, but with that contact, of course, that's going to allow Alan now to try and slide his way round the outside. That's a very late break in ART of UKB's Assassin, who's pushed the Virtuosi off the road. And Squashy Cheese has had a mega start as well, trying to avoid all the chaos around. He's up into 8th place, 5 positions gained for the VAR driver. His teammate SLR Marsh is going to go side by side with Alan now, who's dropping down the order. Down to 12th place he goes. 4 positions gained for Marsh after starting at the back of the grid. Mega opening lap for the 2 Van Amerongen Sport racing drivers. On board with Beast though, he's closing up to Squashy Cheeses. Again, he's also closing up to F1 AB QWERTY. It's starting to turn into a DRS trade now, which is going to be enabled when they cross the line to start lap 3 in a few moments' time. The top 2 starting to peel away. Griffiths 1.5 ahead. Westlaw Darnell. Evo has made the move on Owen going into the final corner. Up into 5th place now, trying to defend is the Charouz driver. From the Campos, they're going to go side by side, heading down into turn 1 now. Owen is going to be hoping to make the move done. He's had a mega weekend so far as Owen, and has got the move potentially done for 5th place. Evo's going to try and hold it out around the outside. Has gone off the track though. That's probably going to be a track limit warning, but Owen has got the move done, up into 5th place. Mega stuff for the Campos driver, and of course the Campos team looking to get their Constructors title back. Haven't had it for 2 seasons. The last time was SLR Jam back in season 6. But Evo is going to fight this one back. He's going to have the outside line heading into the hairpin, which means he's probably going to have the better exit. But there's been slight wheel banging. F1 AB QWERTY is now getting involved. We're going to have a 4-car battle here for P5. This is brilliant stuff in F2. As Evo, down the inside he goes there, and can the Charouz driver make his way through on the Campos? It's going to be very, very tight. But it is, I tell you what, they're putting on an amazing battle here. Slight wheel banging again. Evo rid the outside line. Owen with the inside line. Owen with 5th place. Confirmed now ahead of the Charouz. Mega racing between the two. We've got yellow flags at the back. That is... that Baggy? No, that's Cooper Benz who's gone off again. Sorry, Baggy. Squashy Cheese closing up to F1 AB QWERTY now. Both of them had a mega first 3 laps. 5 positions gained for the both of them. It's going to be the battle who can get the next position. And it's for 7th place. SLR Evo, I've got a feeling this battle is going to go on for the majority of the race. Evo's gone off the track. QWERTY's got a time penalty for track limits. Not the last one we're going to see this evening. As Squashy Cheese closing in on AB QWERTY as we head down into turn 1 now. Both of them with DRS, so it's kind of not going to make much of a difference. Evo's making the move as Para's been disqualified for not serving his drive-through penalty. Evo's made the move. Oh, they're going side by side. I don't know which battle to watch now. As Para's... yeah, there we go. Para's been disqualified. As Owen's losing positions, I tell you what, he's dropping like a fly here. Not sure what's happened to Owen there. I don't know if there was contact or what. I think he was looking at Para, to be fair. That's allowed Evo to 5th now. I don't know if he had contact with Evo or not. That's allowed Squashy Cheese up to 6th place. He's made his way past F1 AB QWERTY. UKB's Assassin, mega few opening laps from him as well after a tough sprint race. Managed to finish P8. He's in P8 at the moment in the feature race, but he's going to want more from this sprint race. No, feature race, sorry. He hasn't won a race in quite a while, unfortunately. He's going to be hoping to try and make his way back up the order and score some big points for him, his championship, and ART's championship. The closest battle on track at the moment is actually the battle for P2 between the two Darnell brothers. It's half a second between the two now. We've seen these two put on some fantastic racing in the past, and to this day they still do, between the two of them. As they go onto the main straight now, which of the Darnells are going to come out on top? Is it going to be Matt? Is it going to be Joe? DRS for Matt behind in the dams. He's closing up like a rocket going down this main straight, and going into turn 1 now, thinks better of it, going for the move in that dams car. He is going to be pushing his brother through the whole of that first sector, eager to make his way through, looking for two P2 finishes, sorry, in this Qatar race weekend, and that will be a job well done for SLR Southern as well as his championship is concerned. That's going to give him one hand on the runners-up trophy. SLR Dodgy though, don't count him out just yet for a podium. He is just outside that DRS window of these two, and I'm sure will want to make his way in. Evo picks some time penalty and track limits as well. That's going to throw him down the order. But we're keeping on board with this battle between the two Darnell brothers. Battle for P2. Toby's cleared off out in front, 6.2 seconds. You can see following Joe going through the final sector now. The dirty air in these F2 cars are still absolutely horrible. I can only imagine a circuit like this is even worse with the track limits as well. But this is the closest Matt has been to Joe throughout this race so far. 4/10 of the gap as they go on to main straight to start lap 6 of 16 in this race. The Southerner's gone wide, and that's going to give him a track limit penalty as well. 3 seconds for SLR Southerner. He's going to have a slipstream in DRS though, heading down into turn 1. He's a lot closer than he was on the previous lap. Is he going to go to the outside? Yes, he is. The Dams driver is going to try and sweep all the way around the outside of the ART. Can he make the move work? It would be a lovely move if he can make it work. Ugh. But going through turn 2, Darnell remains ahead. My English remains not out my fucking mouth. Just pure gibberish. But Southerner, it'd be a lovely move. He can make it work here though. Through the double right-hander, goes for the switchback, but has a little snap while doing so. That's going to compromise him in the next corner. But Joe has also had a snap midway through the corner. Is he going to send it to the inside, Matt? No, he's not. This is only allowing Dodgy to get in DRS range, and it has allowed him to get in DRS range now. Dodgy is in a prime position to pounce on this, and to maybe steal P3, or even P2 if anything does happen to the two ahead. Joe seems to be really struggling on his tyres though. He's snapping through every other corner. And it's only losing them time to Dodgy as well. 10 laps to go when we cross the line. Alan's losing places, I can see. He's just lost out to Owen, who's now into the points paying positions. Got a bit of lag, or lobby lagging, I don't know. Quote's now got time penalty for track limits. Going on to the main straight now. Once again, half a second between second and third of Darnell and Southerner. Another half a second back is SLR Dodgy. Each Southerner going to think about going for the move this time, because he's starting to lose a lot of time behind his brother now. Goes to the outside line. He's tried it last lap. He's going to try it again here on lap 7. They're going to be a lot closer to touching this time round though, as we head towards turn 2. That's a lovely move from SLR Southerner. All the way round the outside at turn 1. Great move from the Dams driver. Has put that Dams car into second place on track. Of course, needs to pull that gap of 3 seconds, or hopes that the car behind get 3 second of penalties. But nevertheless, great move from Southerner. Darnell snapping all over the place, going to allow Dodgy to close up even more now in that Virtuosi racing car. But not close enough to go for the move. QWERTY though, however, is very close to the back of UKB's Assassin. This is battle for 7th place at the moment. Both of these drivers made some excellent progress. You see the position gain graphic on the left-hand side. Squashy Cheese and UK Beast Assassin tied on 7 positions gained so far. 4 gained for F1 AB QWERTY. They're having a mega race so far. At the moment, Ben's the only driver on the medium. Saw him pit at the end of lap 1 for a new front wing. We're going to be seeing drivers maybe pit maybe 3 or 4 laps time to strap on the medium compound tyre to take to the end of the race. Let's go on a safety car, of course, and we'll bring us all back together and we'll see everyone in. Not quite sure where to look at the moment. The gap's starting to open up a little bit now. Matt's already pulled nearly half a second, if not more, to Joe, who's gone off at the final corner. That's where I'm going to be looking, because that's going to allow Dodgy now to slide his way into the podium places and to potentially P2 after penalties as well. Evo's going to be nearly in DRS range as well with this battle. QWERTY has got the move done on Beast, because Beast is into the pit lane very, very early on for the ART driver. He's going to go for an undercut. He wants to get involved in this battle towards the front, which is very understandable. Yeah, Darnell now dropped out of 4th place with that error at the last corner. His tyres must be absolutely shot now with that. Keeping an eye on the ART now. Evo has now got involved in this battle. Of course, we've seen him get a penalty already, so that's not going to help him in his chances to score big points once again. So we can get the podium in the sprint race. He's in the battle for the podium for the feature race, but he's going to be heavily relying on more penalties around him if he wants to conquer that. Dodgy has now lost DRS to Sutherland, now 1.5 seconds between the Dams and the Virtuosi. So Saturn is now the next victim of a 3-second time penalty. Darnell, though, however, wants to get back that position he lost on the previous lap with that error. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few drivers maybe come in. Joe's now picked up a penalty for track limits. They are all coming in. As Matt's in, Dodgy's in, Joe's in, Evo stays out. Into the pit lane we go. Are we going to see any speeding penalties? Dodgy picks up a speeding penalty. Dodgy was in a prime place to take P2 here. He has now just shafted his way back out of the podium positions with that. So what looked like it was going to be a podium loss for SLR Southerner, with penalties unfortunate around him, that is now going to throw him well back into it now for P2. So I think he can keep it on track though. That is going to be the main thing. That's the main thing that we've seen so far throughout this whole weekend. Well, weekend night. This is the only race so far. Coming out the pit lane then. Where's UK Beast Assassin going to come out is going to be the main thing. Is he going to come out ahead of Squashy Cheese? No, he's not. But the good thing for Beast is he's already got those medium tyres warmed up. Squashy Cheese will need to do a bit of tyre warming to get them fully up to temperature. However, Alan and Owen are going to be side by side. Alan has the move done around the outside. Of course, he's got his tyres already warmed up. He pitted that lap earlier compared to Owen, so he doesn't need to worry about that. Here comes Beast then on Squashy Cheese. He's going to send it to the inside of the hairpin, and that's a lovely move, late breaking move. But Squashy Cheese with the switchback has got him back. That's for the final points paying position at the moment. And UK Beast Assassin has just had his pants pulled down there. Broke late, thought he had the move done, but no. The Van Amersfoort Racing driver is back through. As our race leader now comes into the pit lane, BRT Griffiths. Been in control of this race so far. And now finally makes his pit stop. Evo's now into the pit lane as well as F1AB QWERTY. Marshall's staying out, maybe hoping for a safety car. Which is understandable. So then, where is, well, let's be real, he's not going to undercut Toby, is he? There he is, Toby out the pit lane on the mediums, easy lead. But Evo is going to come out behind Darnell now. Oh, sorry, it's still going to be behind Darnell. 8/10 of the gap. Darnell has lost DRS range to Dodgy. He's really been struggling on this on that previous lap. 1.8 seconds behind. Dodgy, however, is now back within DRS range of Southerner. That's the battle for P2 at the moment. Of course, the rest of them have 3-second penalties with track limits. Dodgy has a 5 as Evo picks up his second penalty of the evening. Dodgy has that 5 for speed in the pit lane, plus whatever track limit violations he has on top. Of course, 2 warnings, and then as soon as you get the third, it is that 3-second penalty, and they do keep stacking. Sure, I think it was F1 AB Quirty, he got like 20 something last race. Marsh is the next victim as well of a 3-second time penalty. Griffiths is going to catch up to a bit of traffic. It's probably the only car he's going to have to overtake in the future race. It's going to be Baggy Town. He's going to be a brick wall, a brummy brick wall, or is he? He's not going to be a brick wall. He's going to peel off into the pit lane. He's about as good as West Brom's defence was Baggy fans there. Dodgy now. He's going to get DRS on Southerner here. He's got a bit wide out the last corner, but this is going to allow him to close the gap up even more. And crucially, pull away, of SLR Darnell. Dodgy's chances of the podium is getting ever increasingly here. Beast now sets the passes. That 139.1 is closing into SLR Evo, who's also closing into SLR Darnell. 4/10 of the gap. This is going to be properly full position. No, it's not. Evo has 6 seconds. Beast could really capitalise on this. I said that undercut he was going for to try and get himself in his top battle. Well, not need to, because he's within the penalty range of a few drivers ahead of him. Of course, we've seen tonight how crucial penalties can be in the grand scheme of things. We go back down to F1 AB Quirty. 2/10 is the gap between him and SLR Allen now. As Allen's gone very, very deep, and that's going to allow the MP driver of Quirty to try and slide through. They're going to have a brittle bit. They're going to be ghosting. This is what's going to be happening. It might not be me lagging. It might just be Allen. Or it's me then. Allen with the inside has had a huge lag snap, and Quirty has slid his way through into 8th place now. It's going to be more points gained for an F1 AB Quirty. He's had a pretty decent season in F2 this season, to be fair, and in F1 as well. I've been keeping an eye on Division 2 this season. Well, I've been on comms for the majority of Div 2 this season. I must say, F1 AB Quirty, very much impressing, to say the least, in both divisions. 6 penalties flashed upon screen. Now we've only got 2 drivers without penalty. That's Beast and Griffiths. And Griffiths just getting the fastest lap there. Kazi 38.1. They're going to be thinking, what the fuck is that? Well, Darnell's going to be thinking, what the fuck is that in his rear view mirror? It's going to be SLR Evo pulling ahead of him now. Pulls to the right hand side and slides his way through into 4th place. Darnell doesn't need to overtake him because with 3 seconds extra penalties going to Evo. But he needs to be careful of Beast behind because he's only 2.6 away. But he does have a Van Amersfoort Racing of Squashy Cheese pushing him along. He's gone off the track there as well, so that might just have given him a track limit violation. My controller's vibrating like a motherfucker. He literally is pushing him through these corners as Squashy Cheese. Is he going to send to the inside? Yes, he is. Squashy Cheese and the VAR. These two are going to give us a lovely battle. Darnell's going to be licking his lips watching that gap go up now. But Squashy Cheese having to wait a little bit while longer behind the as Joe picks up his 6-second penalty now. You know what's going to happen? He's struggling out there, is Joe, with a track. Well, Joe's not. Every one of their nannies struggling with track limits out there, apart from Beast and Toby. Zeman has made the move on Allen. The outside line. Campos slides through, but I'm going to go back to the battle for P6 between Beast and Squashy Cheese. 3/10 is the gap. I would not be surprised. That does a good old swapperoo down the straight because 38.0 for Toby. It touched some grass. Squashy Cheese is going to have slipstream and DRS down the main straight. And here we go then. Down the main straight we go with Squashy Cheese and the VAR. Should be a fairly easy move. We head down into turn 1 now. Pulls to the inside line. Squashy Cheese and the Van Amersfoort against the ART. Simple as you like. up into 6th place goes the VAR driver. That has now lost them the 3-second gap. That's like Darnell. Beast knows he's going to get squashy cheese anyway, but I'm sure he would like to maybe get a top 4 if he can stay within 6 seconds of Evo. He could even get a podium if he keeps it penalty free and stays within 5 seconds of Dodgy, which at the moment I don't think he is. I tell you what, it's very tight, and we'll keep an eye on that gap for the final few laps of this race. So at lap 13 of 16 as it stands, and it's a 13-second gap for Toby out in front. Evo is closing up to Dodgy now. This might help Beast's challenge to get into the podium places if he can keep it penalty free to the end, because this is only going to slow them down. Evo tries to have a little look on the inside. That's such a good run out of the corner. He had to back off to avoid contact there with a Virtuosi. But the Charoux racing driver is hoping to slide his way up to 3rd place on track anyway. Finished P3 in the sprint. I don't think, unfortunately for him, he's going to finish P3 in the feature with penalties. But you never know, anything can happen. Stay on board with this battle. Looks like Owen and Alan are actually swapping around for positions. That's for the final points paying positions of 9th and 10th. Going down the main straight. Great run out the final corner for Evo. He's going to have DRS now on SLR Dodgy. And he should take P3 on track here. We're going to go on board with the Charoux driver. This camera angle's a bit better. He's going to choose the inside line. Dodgy pulls to the outside, and it looks like he's got it done. Yes, he does. SLR Evo then up into 3rd place, nearly in the DRS range of Southerner as well, but he's a bit far out. Southerner's doing a great job at the moment to hold these just outside their DRS zone. We are going to go down to Owen and Allen because it looks like they're putting on a show, and they're putting on a ghost show is what I can see from SLR Allen. Connection not having the best of nights. I can see I've been there, done that. I'm going to stick on board with Dodgy then, because this is a close battle on track at the moment. Evo, I tell you what, it has got within the DRS range of Southerner. He's on 1 lap fresher tyres compared to him, though, so that 1 lap extra might be costing Southerner a bit of time as Cooper Benz pulls into the pit lane. I'm going to presume that's going to retire. Yes, it is. And that is going to be very crucial for the Evo Championship as well, because that's going to give SR Marsh some extra points to close that gap. I think it's only 13 points at the top at the moment, and as we're closing into the Evo Showdown, that is going to pay more dividends as well. Baggy now picks up a 3 second time penalty as well. Beast has now really dropped off that undercut course, giving him better tyre life in the early stages of that stint, but when it gets to the end of the stint, those mediums are going to be dropping off, and you can see by the time loss for Beast, he is really starting to drop off now. And you can see Southerner pulling off the right hand side to try and get rid of the slipstream for SR Evo. So we're just going to have a look at penalties. We'll start the penultimate lap now of this feature race. Stones Griffiths leaves 16 seconds out in front, nothing new. Southerner P2, he will hold on to that after penalties, even if he does get overtaken here, as long as he keeps it. 3 second penalty. Just one button. Evo though would like to take it on track. Dodgy's now dropped out of DRS range of SR Evo. Stay on board with the Charoux then, because closest battle on track at the moment is this. Might not mean much to the grand scheme of things, but yeah, it's been a pretty dominant drive once again from Toby out in front. He's going to have 1 more lap to go of this Losail International Circuit. 1 more 3.3 miles to get that Campos to the end and to, well, I say have one hand of the title. He's had 1 hand of the title probably since round 1. But it's going to be another win to his tally. It's going to be a 7th feature race victory, I believe, of the season, if my stats are right. Southerner is going to add to his podium tally once again. He's still searching for that first victory of the season, if my memory is right. Joe picks up another 3-second time penalty. That's 9 seconds now. Evo's closing up to Southerner. Is he going to go for the move? He's got nothing to lose, really, does Evo, because it's not going to mean much if he does, not going to mean much if he don't. He's going to send it to the inside very late on. Southerner isn't going to fight it too hard because he knows he's going to get that P2 anyway. Lovely move from Evo up into second place on track now. Will drop out of the podium places, I believe. No, he won't actually. He's going to drop to third. So we're going to have the exact same podium we had in the sprint if it ends like this. Alan and Marsh going to battle it out for the final points position. Bit of lag from Alan's end. As Darnell's around the outside of Dodgy. He's braked very late. Dodgy's got a better line. The understeer from Darnell was going to allow the Virtuoso to stay ahead now. But Toby then, as he now starts the final sector of the final lap of this feature race here in Qatar, it is going to be another dominant victory. It's going to be over 20 seconds. He's going to keep it penalty free, unlike about 90% of the grid this evening. So yeah, it is going to be one hand on the title now for BRT Griffiths. We're going to be heading to somewhere next time out. But Toby's going to head out the final corner for the 16th and final time here in Qatar, and will complete the double once again. It's a sprint race victory. It's a feature race victory. It is the perfect weekend for BRT Griffiths. 39 points available, 39 points taken to the Campos driver. SLR Evo will finish P2 on track, but is going to drop to P3 after penalties, as SLR Southerner will take another P2, 2 P2s in a row, the top three, the exact same top three we had in the sprint race. It's SLR Evo P3, Dodgy in P4, Squashy Cheese will take P6 in the end, as Beast will take P5. Great drive for Squashy Cheese. He started in 13th. Great drive for Beast as well, 14th to 5th. But yeah, great drive for Squashy Cheese. I'll tell you what, fair play. I think he might be my driver of the day, to be fair. Darnell in P7, F1 AB QWERTY in P8, so more points at his tally. Owen in P9. SLR Marsh, he started at the back of the grid, he will finish 10th. Alan in 11th, Baggy Fan 12, Husky Saturn will be 13th. Let me get top 3 in partner, and we'll have a quick chat. Quick chat. How do I turn the party audio on this one? I don't know how to do it because Twitch has changed now. More options. Party audio, that's the one.
Hello.
Hello. Do you have boxes to tick? I don't know how this new Twitch thing works.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I've got two more.
Oh, bloody lovely.
If you could tick on mine as well, please, mate, that'd be great.
Yeah, I've got some boxes to tick. I've got a lot of boxes to tick. Right, some boxes are being ticked tonight. It is BRT Griffiths who takes the feature race victory, takes all 39 points once again, nothing new. And like I said, same podium I had in the sprint. Griffiths with the win. Southerner P2, SLR Evo P3. Great weekend for our top three. Dodgy P4 once again. Again, best of wishes to him tomorrow night in the Children Need race. UK Beast Assassin in P5. Squashy Cheese, I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. P6, that's like Darnell 7th. F1 AB QWERTY 8th. Owen Howe 9th. And that's our Mash rounds out the points for tonight's feature race. Then we'll get on to the interviews then. Make sure you tick that box you got in the party so we can hear your lovely voices on the stream. We will start off with the third place man, SLR Evo. 2 P3 finishes stepping in tonight. You said in the Twitch chat you were very happy with your sprint race drive. Well, are you happy with your feature race drive as well?
Yeah, I'm even more happier with the feature race drive. That was still a bit knifey to drive, but comfortable enough.
It's good to hear then. We saw your pace was looking pretty electric. Of course, you got ahead of